Hey, welcome back traders. How's it going? It is Sunday once again, and I'm going to take a look at the market and give you my outlook for the week as we approach the last week of March. And I want to go ahead and start off by taking a look at the economic calendar for the week. So I have investing.com pulled up, and taking a look here on Monday, we do have a high impact news driver at 10 o'clock. So Monday could very well set the tone for the rest of the week. I definitely want to keep an eye on how Monday behaves. Then looking at Tuesday, we have a major news driver at 8:30, and then we also have another one at 10 o'clock. So I'm thinking perhaps the 8:30 news driver will go along with Monday, and I anticipate that to be the Judah swing for the week, and then perhaps the 9:30 or 10 o'clock news driver will start the real move this week. Now going to Wednesday, there's actually not too much except we do have a 3-star news driver at 10:30, so maybe Wednesday is going to be continuation, but it could be pretty choppy because I'm looking here at Thursday already. We have GDP in the morning at 8:30 along with jobless claims. So a lot of news drivers on Thursday. So I'm thinking Thursday will be the bulk of the main move for this week. And looking at Friday, don't forget it is Good Friday, so it will be a holiday. So Thursday could very well finish off the rest of the week and maybe some retracement on Friday. Let's go ahead and jump into the charts now, starting with the dollar index. I have the weekly chart pulled up, and let's go ahead and zoom in. We can see that price went down into the volume imbalance that I mentioned a few weeks ago. Price bounced off of that, respecting it as support, and has now overtaken these 3 down candles. So I think that the draw on liquidity is going to be the buy side liquidity above this swing high, and price will go into this order block on the weekly. Now price did retrace back up into this fair value gap on the weekly chart, so there is a chance that it could respect this as resistance and shoot price lower, but I am leaning more on the upside. Going into the daily chart, we see a little bit more detail. We saw that price respecting the fair value gap here, and we also have this nice down close candle. So if price does retrace, I don't anticipate the mean threshold of the body of this candle to get overtaken. So I think this could be the lowest point that price reached for. Should price close below this, then we can reevaluate, and I may be looking for lower prices on the dollar index. But like I said before, I'm looking for the draw on liquidity to be above this high and reach back into this inefficiency and into the weekly order block. So because I'm looking for bullish prices on the dollar index, when we go into the indices, I'm going to be trying to see what I can mark out as bearish plans for the upcoming week. Here we have the S&P macros, and I went straight into a daily chart because I'm not seeing too much on the weekly. So I'm going to go ahead, use the daily, and zoom in here. So we saw that last week price did rally up and create a new all-time high on Thursday, and it left a pretty large fair value gap. On Friday, price did go back into the fair value gap, so I want to keep my eye out to see whether or not this fair value gap will be respected or not. If we do respect it, we could be looking for even higher prices, but should price start to close below it, then I want to keep an eye out on the order block here on the daily, especially the mean threshold. You can see there's a lot of back and forth action here, so if price does start closing below this mean threshold, and looking at the swing low back here, if that gets taken out, then that's confirmation to me that we will be coming back to take out the liquidity below these relative lows and into this order block here. Same thing for Nasdaq. I'm not seeing too much on the weekly, so I'm going to go straight into the daily chart, and I'm going to go ahead and zoom in just a little bit. We see that Nasdaq also made a new all-time high on Thursday, but just by a little bit. Price went up just to sweep the top of this high and then came back down. It came back into the fair value gap, but it did close above it. So it could be respecting this fair value gap. Definitely want to see Monday how it's going to treat this fair value gap. And just like ES, if price starts closing below the mean threshold of this order block, I will be looking for confirmation via market structure shift, and we can be looking for price to come down to take these swing lows. I also marked out this order block as well. If price closed below here, I also want to see price close below the mean threshold of this order block should we get lower prices. But I'm thinking there's also a chance that we use this fair value gap to go higher, reaching for a little bit more buy side liquidity, and perhaps on Tuesday or Wednesday, then make the reversal. So definitely going to have to see what Monday brings. And those are my thoughts on what I'm looking for in the markets this week. What do you think? Are you seeing something that I didn't? Please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think about the markets. And also hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already to catch my next weekly preview. But until next time, guys, good luck trading.